Good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Salone. How y'all out there doing? Okay. Now, uh, hey, Salone. They will say I'm crazy, talking to a puppet, but, you're my buddy, right? You're my buddy, Salone. You're here with me. You hear me out. When nobody else is hearing me out, you hear me out. Mm. Okay, with that being said and done, let's get right into it. Mm. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. You hungry? What's wrong? Ready to listen to the book? Okay. Y'all don't know the generation coming up now and then one for that. This is the book called The Making of a Slave by Willie Lynch. The Making of a Slave is by Willie Lynch. I read this book 1,001 times in prison. It inspired me to be more respectful to my black men, my black women, to try to stop doing the stuff that I was doing that was bringing chaos to my community and try to be uh, a more better person in my community. And you have The Making of a Slave, again, you got The Making of a Slave, and you got a couple of more books out there that the younger generation need to read. Now, The Making of a Slave is a book that was written and it was inspired by Willie Lynch. Was his, um, for him to like that. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. Pardon me. Okay. Anyway, um, some of the generation doesn't know and understand what's going on in this world today, and why some of us are where we are. What I'm saying to y'all is this: if some of y'all haven't read the book, please go get the book, read it. But I just want to know, ask your question. The question that I'm asking is, does some of that apply today? And I ain't just talking about black and white, because we already know what the white men have done to us, right? We already know that. So that's it's gonna always be saying that you got people. Well, I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? That was back then. But some of these books that was written for back then applies to y'all the way y'all is right now. See, the way y'all is right now, you know what I'm saying? No, you're not an actually slave master, but you're mastering how to manipulate your own people. You may not brutalize, has been as brutal of killing like they was back then, but you are, no, I would say lynching, but you are lynching your own people. See, this book was written to teach the slave masters back then how to control their slaves. And the method worked. But ask yourself, did you inherit his method? Did you inherit the Willie Lynch method? Did you inherit the things that Willie Lynch was told? Well, not was told, but what was telling his colonies or former slave masters what to do? Did you inherit some of that? What you say, Salome? Did they inherit some of that? Yes. Because you use it on your people to this day. What was taught in 1712, you're using it in 2023 on your own people. And so imagine this, right? I will go into the greetings, but fuck the greetings. Alright, I'm gonna read a page or two. Because this is a very short pamphlet. And I do want to, you know what I'm saying, capture the minds or something. But let's read. You can see it, Shalom. See it? The making, Let's Make a Slave by the Black Arcade Liberation Library. It was the interest and business of slave holders to study human nature and the slave nature in particular, with a view to partial results. I am many of them attain astonished, profound in this direction. They had to deal not with directions, they had to deal not with earth, wood, and stone, but with men, and by every regard they had for their own safety and prosperity. They needed to know the material on which they were to work, conscious of the injustice and wrong. They were every hour perpetuating and knowing what they themselves would do. Were they the victims of such wrong? They were constantly looking for the first sign of the dread retribution. They watch, therefore, with skill and practice eyes, and learn to read with great accuracy the state of mind and heart of the slave through his stable face. Right? Go on and say, through his stable face, unusually soberly apparent aberration, slowness, and indifference indeed, and mood out of the common ways afford ground for suspicion and iniquity. Frederick Douglass, that's who wrote that. Right? Okay, Frederick Douglass. Let's Make a Slave is a study of the scientific process of man breaking and slave making. It describes the rationale and results of the Anglo-Saxon idea and method of ensuring the master/slave relationship, the original and development of a social being called the Negro. Let us make a slave. What do we need first of all? We need a black nigger man, a pregnant nigger woman and her baby, nigger boy. Second, we will use the same basic principles that we use in breaking a horse, combined with some more sustaining factors. What we do with horse is that we break them from one form of life to another. That is, we reduce them from their natural state in nature, whereas nature provides them with the natural captivity to take care of their offspring. We break that natural string of independence from them and thereby create a dependency status so that we may be able to get from them useful production for our business and pleasure. And just tell me that little bit right there. What do you get out of that? How do you see that to the day? And what can you do to change it? Okay? Tune in tomorrow around the same time for another part of The Making of a Slave, Willie Lynch. Past tense and the present. What can we do to change? Does that apply to us to this day? Is we doing the same thing that he's doing or wanted to be done or have made been done today? And how can we better ourselves when it comes to it? Okay? So, with that being said and done, tune in tomorrow for the continuation of Let's Making a Slave. I just need y'all to understand that. Please get back to me with your comments and thoughts. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell so whenever I go on, get the notification. All right? And again, I want to thank my supporters that support me already. I truly, truly from the heart thank you because, like I said, this is a helper for me as well as though it could be a help for you. And if you have anything that you would love to share, please write it in the comments, the comment section, and I will read them out to you. And we'll try to explain it or, expound on it in any shape, form, or fashion, get some type of understanding on it. Okay? To my little buddy right here. Shalom. Bye bye.